Hello, it's me, Ellie and Finley. I'm in the woods today. We're not going to find flowers and leaves. I'm going to find the crow. Remember I told you about the crows live in this wood? On the top of the trees. I'll show you. Yeah, look. Top of the trees. Woo. There's a beech tree on top of the trees. Aha. Well, we're going to find one, and his name is Toby. Toby. And he's got a story, and he told me a story, and he's going to help me tell you a story about the crows. Ah, I wonder where he is. Is he there? No. Is he there? No. Is he behind the tree? Nope. Is he down here? What about this tree? Is he in here? Do you think he's in here? No. Is he down here? No. Can you see him? Can you see him, anybody? Can you see him, Ellie? Is he here? Can you see him, Finny? Can you see him, Riley? Is he down here? Where shall I go? Over here. Ooh. Big oak tree. Is he behind the big oak tree? No. About that tree? No. Oh, it's a big tree. Is he in here? Toby, say. Nope. Toby. Where is he? Oh, wait a minute. There's a movement. Do you think he's here? Oh. He might be. I can see a black feather. Oh. Hello, Toby. Oh, can you hear him? There he is. Get closer. Think he might. Hello, Toby. Are you feeling good today? Oh, you're not? Oh dear. Oh dear. I was going to tell the children about the story you told me. Would that make you feel better? Yeah? Okay. Once upon a time, when the world was new. Yeah, you remember that, don't you, Toby? And crows were new too. Yes, they were brand new in the world. Yeah. Do you remember that far back when you were young? A young crow? Yeah. But there was something very sad because, the crows never played together. They never sat together. No, is that true? Yeah, look, you look very sad. You remember that time, don't you? Oh dear, and they didn't play. They didn't sing, they didn't crow together, they didn't talk. They just went about their own business, collecting food. Now one day, Toby told me, didn't you, Toby? Yes. You told me that you went out foraging for food. A little bit of worms. Yeah, you like worms? A little, maybe mouse? Do you like a mouse? Oh, you do like a mouse. Oh, do you like a deer? Were you hunting deer? Yes, that's a bit big. You're a brave crow. You are a brave crow. Well, this particular day was a very important day, you told me, because the crows, there was hardly any food. 4 months. It was all a bit barren and scarce. And all the animals were hiding. Oh no. So Toby flew high. He flew low. He flew round mountains, across rivers, didn't you? Oh, wow. You flew a long way. Until he was so tired he sat upon a rock. Now in the distance he could hear a sound. Oh, he thought, have I got enough energy to just fly a little further over that hill? And he managed to just get enough energy. Oh, yeah, boom. And he was surprised. You told me you were very surprised. There was abundance. All the animals had gathered in this valley for some reason. But they didn't tell the crows. It must have been because crows never talk to each other. Well, they never used to anyway. Not when the world was beginning. Yes, that's right. So he had a big feast, didn't you, that day? You told me you were so full you couldn't fly back, could you? You were so full. Oh, yes, you were like a big heavy stone. No. Oh, look, he's eating now. Have you turned vegetarian? No? Okay, just like a stick occasionally. That's right. Bit of fibre. That's good for you. Yes. No, it's not good for you. It is good for you. Okay. But the next day he felt a little lighter. But he was so wanting to have another nibble or two. But he sat down on that rock and he began to think about his crow home. And all the crows that used to fly by his big crow tree. And he thought, well, what about them? They must be hungry too. I think I should tell them. Yes. So Toby flew high. He flew low. He flew round the hills and up the mountains and across the rivers. Puffed out, he sat on his crow tree. And he thought, how am I going to tell these other crows? We don't talk to each other. Oh. What can we do? I know. So he thought and he thought and he thought and he thought and he thought. And by his oak tree, his big crow tree, there was a little pond. And another bird that flew by dropped a stone into the pond. Pop! And there was lots of ripples that rippled and rippled and rippled and rippled. Now, crows are very intelligent, aren't you, Toby? You're very intelligent. You're a very intelligent animal. Highly intelligent. Like professors of the bird kingdom, aren't you? Yes. Teachers of the bird kingdom. You're very clever. And he's watching the circles go round and round and round and round and round. And he suddenly had an idea. Bing! What a clever bird you are, Toby. Yeah! And he was a little bit nervous. You were nervous, weren't you? You look nervous. Because it means that he has to talk to his crow people. So I thought, oh dear. But he decided to be brave. Yes, he did. And he went to every crow nest and he said, meet me in the meadow. Meet me in the meadow. I have a big surprise for you. And he went to every crow's nest. Well, funny enough, you think they wouldn't have bothered, but crows are very intelligent and very curious. Very curious. So they were curious about what this other crow was up to. And Toby sat in the middle of the meadow. Are they going to come? He thought. Is he going to come? Waited and waited and waited. And then suddenly, out in the sky, the crows gathered, circling and circling and circling and circling, and then ended up in the meadow in a circle. Poof! Wow, he said. What am I going to do now? Oh, His legs were trembling, his beak was trembling, but he mustered his courage and he said, I know where there's food, crows. I know where we can find food, crows. And the crows was pleasantly surprised. And they started chatting to each other and gossiping to each other. And then they started making a plan together. And they made a plan to go and fly and find the food. And they followed Toby, and they went high into the mountains and low into the valleys and across the river and then over the little hill into the valley. And there they found lots of food, and they found a home. And now crows gather when they've got something important to tell each other. Thank you, Toby. That was a good story, wasn't it? Are you going back to your nest now for the night? Ah, well, good night. Bye.